afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Don't say it again, Kamala. Stop saying good afternoon. It's not a good afternoon for you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Where's she at? Oh, she's in
Thank
D.C.?
you. Thank you.
I don't have to hate that bad.
So let me say, and I love you back. And I love you back. So let me say, my heart is full today. My heart is full today, full of gratitude for the trust you have placed in me, full of love for our country, and full of resolve. The outcome of this election is not what we wanted, not what we fought for, not what we voted for, but hear me when I say, the light of America's promise will always burn bright. As long as we never give up and as long as we keep fighting. To my beloved Doug and our family, I love you so very much.
He been crying. Oh, him and his daughter
To
crying.
President Biden and Dr. Biden, thank you for your faith and support. To Governor Walz and the Walz family, I know your service to our nation will continue.
He crying too? Cry baby ass.
And to my extraordinary team, to the volunteers who gave so much of themselves,
Volunteers. Oof.
to the poll workers and the local election officials, I thank you all. Look, I am so proud of the race we ran and the way we ran it. Over the 107 days of this campaign, we have been intentional about building community and building coalitions, bringing people together from every walk of life and background, united by love of country with enthusiasm and joy in our fight for America's future. And we did it with the knowledge that we all have so much more in common than what separates us. Now, I know folks are feeling and experiencing a range of emotions right now. I get it. But we accept the results of this election. Earlier today, I spoke with President-elect Trump and congratulated him on his victory. I also told him that we will help him and his team with their transition, and that we will engage in a peaceful transfer of power.
Oh, she at Howard still?
I'm sorry, I wouldn't have spoke to her, bro.
I gotta keep it 100. No, you got to. You got to. But I wonder if she's gonna address. I wonder if she's gonna address why she didn't speak to her supporters last night and she let them all come out there and be sad and watch her get her ass whooped. And then
it was a watch party. She had the right to leave and
but she was
lose
there though.
and come back in the morning.
But you got to realize so she told all these people and convinced millions of women in America that their rights are at risk and that they're in danger. And if she doesn't win the election, that they're pretty much effed. Yeah. So you did all that. And you garnered billions of dollars in support. You got all these people's hopes up. People have thrown their support by you, money behind you. They've cut friendships, all this stuff behind you. And then once you see the first sign that you're losing, you don't even face them?
She just faced them.
No, but the next day?
Usually the presidents who lose still face their...
Like you can't come out there and say...
Same day?
Yeah.
Yes.
The only ones who have it, Hillary and Kamala. Are you
Yes.
serious? I didn't. Maybe I.
I'm
new to politics. The same night.
The same night.
There
I
you
mean,
go.
I
don't
feel
know.
like that would be appropriate.
I might be messed up for saying
People
this,
came
but-
out there to
did
watch
all
to
this,
do all that behind you. You can't
did
even.
all this for you.
And
You
she
can't even
said
say
she
like,
so-
guys,
she
we
so,
lost.
It's like after the game, the coach talk to the team.
Yeah.
Win or lose.
Take her lick.
But
Be
you know,
accountable
sometimes the
for
coaches say we'll talk about it at practice.
You think?
and then the teams that lose,
You think?
they
You
gotta
think?
go to practice. Those is the losing
Did you
teams.
did you see what happened? What Deion said to the team when they got their ass whooped by Nebraska? Did he say, "I'll see y'all at practice tomorrow"? Hell no. He chewed them out. This is what happens when you're not focused. This is what happens when you think you got it.
Hey, I mean, look, I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't see nothing wrong with dressing the people the next day, but maybe if y'all do,
I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. I'm gonna just keep it 100.
I don't think it's
It's
bad.
not
Let me-
the
that's pretty good.
typical.
I'm gonna just keep it 100.
Oh, I
The
didn't-
fact that you sent someone out there who's completely not related with your campaign to tell everybody you ain't gonna hear from her tonight, go home.
Yeah, that is
It's crazy to me.
That is a problem.
The very least you could have done is say, look, we fought a hard race. Thank y'all for supporting me.
That's true.
I'll
That's
give
true.
my remarks
Like
tomorrow.
the same shit she just said. Just say that last night.
You could have said that last night. All she could have said was, look, y'all, thank y'all for coming out. Thank you for supporting me. This is not the result we wanted. I'll give my remarks tomorrow. Thank you. I'm sorry. See y'all tomorrow. Boom. Come out and say all that extra shit the next day. You get your shit planned the next day. But at least have the courage and decency
She
to
did
face
it,
the
though.
people
We could
that
just say
came
that.
out.
Yeah, that's why I said I don't really.
She did, that's
some people might see a problem.
Listen,
We
listen.
know she took her lick, but at least she did say it. That's we can't.
Let the comments tell me.
That's all I
Maybe
can say.
I'm being too
Let us
critical,
know.
but I just personally feel like all these people have thrown their support behind you. They put their belief in you and they came out there in person to support you. For you to not say nothing to them.
I mean, hey man, I think
that's
everybody got
I don't know.
different
I think that's a little messed up because
Yeah,
like
maybe.
imagine if you're our commander in chief and some ish go wrong, you just not gonna address everybody.
Yeah,
You're
that's-
gonna
maybe that's the
hide.
problem. Yeah,
You're gonna send somebody else
That's
to
not-
address.
We don't have to
that's
imagine
definitely-
that anymore, though.
That's not
That's not
presidential
your problem.
president like. But we know Kamala. We know her. We know that she does everything scripted. She had to go cook something up. You know, we know that already.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know.
So who y'all think gonna run next time for the Democrats?
Oh, they gonna have
Can we-
some
let's
some
get to
people.
speech,
No,
bro.
I just
I know
wanted
we
to-
ready,
Okay,
bro.
I'll tell you.
Let's hear it, bro.
Way
Let's
too
hear it.
early.
Let me tell you.
Predictions.
Way too early predictions. Josh Shapiro. I
Okay,
think
look.
he's going to be
Let's
their
keep
best.
going.
He's the
Who?
governor of Pennsylvania. He was going to be the VP.
Okay.
Let's keep hearing the speech. Actually, I think this is the best time or the best. I didn't hear Kamala speak. Actually, this might be her best speech on her L. She's a loser. That tell you she's a loser.
A fundamental principle of American democracy is that when we lose an election, we accept the results. That principle, as much as any other, distinguishes democracy from monarchy or tyranny. And anyone who seeks the public trust must honor it. At the same time,
It's like she's
in
been
our
practicing
nation,
this.
we owe loyalty not to a president or a party, but to the Constitution of the United States.
She's been practicing a long time. They knew she was gonna lose. This is her best speech, guys.
And
People out there crying,
loyalty
gang.
to our
Taylor Swift.
conscience and to our God. My allegiance to all three is why I am here to say, while I concede this election, I do not concede the fight that fueled this campaign.
Hey, CNN exposed her low key with that Taylor Swift hat.
The
Yeah, I see what's
fight, the fight for freedom, for opportunity, for fairness, and the dignity of all people. A fight for the ideals at the heart of our nation, the ideals that reflect America at our best. That is a fight I will never give up.
I'm tired of this fight shit.
They ain't start saying fight until now.
I will never give up.
Look how many people
the fight
crying,
for a
bro.
few.
They been saying fight.
We started saying fight when Trump got shot. Remember he was like, fight.
No, I'm talking about talking about fight from chains.
Can I say
fight
something?
from slavery.
Can I say something? Can I say something? I feel like if you're going to concede the race and admit you lost, the least you can do is assure your supporters that they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
You over here telling them they
Just done
still
that.
got to fight to
And-
see America at their best. That you're like, come on, bro.
She's throwing a lot of shade on Trump.
That's what I'm saying.
She said
We're gonna do the transfer of power peacefully,
Yes, we know that.
as if he didn't.
Exactly.
Man, all he did was get out there and say, "I'm not gonna get into it."
Yeah,
We're not
we're not gonna move. We just move past
But I
it.
can talk about it now.
Hey, the Democrats have to practice. They got to get a different playbook. This is bad.
Future where Americans can pursue their dreams, ambitions, and aspirations, where the women of America have the freedom to make decisions about their own body and not have their government telling them what to do.
This sucks.
We will never give up the fight to protect our schools and our streets from gun violence.
She's been practicing on this loss.
And America, we will never give up the fight for our democracy, for the rule of law, for equal justice, and for the sacred idea that every one of us, no matter who we are or where we start out, has certain fundamental rights and freedoms that must be respected and upheld.
We'll never see her again.
They got masks on at this rally.
And we will continue
It's
to wage
2024.
this fight
Goodness
in
gracious.
the voting booth, in the courts, and in the public square. And we will also wage it in quieter ways, in how we live our lives, by treating one another
Don't start
with
this shit.
kindness and respect, by looking in the face of a stranger
Don't start this.
and seeing a neighbor,
Okay.
by always using our strength to lift people up, to fight for the dignity that all people deserve. The fight for our freedom will take hard work, but like I always say, we like hard work. Hard work is good work. Hard work can be joyful work. And the fight for our
about that.
country is always worth it. It is always worth it.
Look how many people are crying,
To
bro.
the young
Stop
people
crying.
who are watching,
It's okay.
People from Oregon,
it is. I love you.
California,
Stop cheesing, bro.
Washington.
To the young people who are watching, it is okay to feel sad and disappointed. But please know it's going to be okay.
Okay, there she go.
On the campaign, I
Finally.
would often say, when we fight, we win. But here's the thing. Sometimes the fight takes a while. That doesn't mean we won't win. That doesn't mean we won't
She thinks she's
win.
gonna come back and run again.
The important thing
We got
is
somebody
don't
for that
ever
ass.
give
Probably got something
up.
up their sleeve. I
Don't
know about it.
ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. You have power. And don't you ever listen when anyone tells you something is impossible because it has never been done before.
Oh my gosh.
You have the
They sad as
capacity
hell.
to do extraordinary good in the world. And so to everyone who is watching, do not despair. This is not a time to throw up our hands. This is a time to roll up our sleeves.
Get your ass up out of there.
This is a time to organize, to mobilize, and to stay engaged for the sake of freedom and justice and the future that we all know we can build together. Look, many of you know I started out as a prosecutor, and throughout my career, I saw people at some of the worst times in their lives. People who had suffered great harm and great pain, and yet found within themselves the strength and the courage and the resolve to take the stand, to take a stand,
Okay.
to fight for justice,
Yes, she's done, guys.
to fight for themselves, to fight for others. So let their courage be our inspiration. Let their determination be our charge. And I'll close with this. There's an adage an historian once called a law of history, true of every society across the ages. The adage is, only when it is dark enough can you see the stars. I know many people feel like we are entering a dark time. But for the benefit of us
We're
all,
entering a dark time.
I
See,
hope that
stop
is not the
doing that.
case.
Stop.
But here's the thing, America, if it is, let us fill the sky with the light of a brilliant, brilliant billion of stars.
That's why I be saying, like, niggas, you.
The light,
Look how many people crying.
the
Stop
light of
crying.
optimism,
Probably
of faith, of truth, and service.
You ain't Shakespeare.
Ain't you?
What? I thought you said something else.
And may that work guide us, even in the face of setbacks,
She thinks she Obama.
toward the extraordinary
Shakespeare
promise
it is. Like you be.
of the United States of America. I thank you all. May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America. I thank you all.
I mean,
Y'all not gonna miss y'all girl Kamala?
no,
I'm gonna miss her a little bit, bro.
no, I'm not gonna miss her at all.
I don't know, bro. I mean, look, man.
I think Brandon's gonna miss
Look,
Kamala.
look.
nah.
The thing is, though,
Middle-aged
if she was
child.
dumb, and you know, that's just what it was. That's just what it is. But the fact she called Big Brother Hitler.
Yeah, you tweaked
You
out.
see what I'm saying? Like,
Now we
that's
don't
why I
feel
said I
bad
wanted to
for
pick
you.
up the call, man. But
Hey.
I want, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey.
maybe I gotta pick up the call and be like, man, look,
Yeah,
man,
the
y'all
Hitler
shouldn't
thing was
did
too
that
far.
to me.
Yeah, do be like that. Just
Like,
because
you
you wanted
feel
to
me?
win.
Like, Kamala, y'all ain't have to,
Can you
like,
get
that's
on there and say
crazy.
that I'm not real quick, please?
Like, please,
don't.
bro.
Like, type beat. Like, for real.
Hitler? Come on, man. That's why I just can't, you know, it just went too far, man.
It went way too far.
Yeah, that's bad,
You
man.
probably actually do believe that.
No, she
I
don't.
just don't know how you would believe it.
I don't know, man. It's very interesting. You know, I think the speech was obviously scripted. She didn't really. She kind of like was trying to make it symbolic, and I feel like rather than just like addressing the voters and addressing the fears you played on and the things, like tell them it's gonna be okay, tell them you lost, like thank everybody, do that. I mean, I feel like she's trying to have an Obama moment. You just not that.
Yeah, she's not Obama.
And I feel like she's kind of alluding to the fact that she's going to try to run again. But I will say this: I was actually thinking about this. This was her best chance at getting the presidency. Like,
'Cause she got an
couldn't-
automatic-
it's over.
Listen,
she
she
got
got
an
an automatic bid. So
Yeah.
now that she's going to have to go back toe to toe with
The
these
mother
people
Dems gonna
and
say,
get
"Oh, we
votes.
remember what you did last time. You no."
Well, it's not even that. It's not even that because I'm like,
lost.
like listen,
You lost. Put you in
though.
the game. You lost the
listen
game
though.
for the
Listen
team.
though. Listen though. If I think that her next candidacy will be a better shot than her first when she got 0 votes and dropped out because Tulsi Gabbard fried her. I think that people will be riding off the nostalgia of her last candidacy and she may get past the primaries. But when it's time to get cutthroat and debate and get on that stage, she done, bro. Like
Nah, they gonna
it's
have to
they
debate the
bring
primary.
hitters
Hey, you
out,
know what I
bro.
She's not
heard
gonna
today,
win the
too?
primary.
She's not gonna bring the primary. She's not gonna get.
that's
She's
what
not
it
gonna
is.
make the ticket.
You know what I heard?
Yeah,
today,
no,
bro?
she's not.
But I think she'll get past the
Ben Shapiro
first round.
said,
Oh, yeah, maybe.
I don't even know about that. But Ben Shapiro said during that 2021 when she ran, she called because she was going against Joe Biden, right?
She called him a racist.
She said she brought up the thing whenever he said the racial jungle thing, or she was
Yeah.
like, I couldn't go to school.
It's politics.
She called him a
Because of people
racist.
Like you called him, yeah.
Yeah, she called him a racist.
And then now
Politicians.
why nobody talked about that? Like they tried to talk about JD with Trump. Nobody brought that up,
Bro,
You
heard Joy
We've been
Reid.
watching this for years now, and I didn't know that until
You didn't know
today.
that?
No.
Oh wow, no, that's crazy. You heard Joy Reid, brother. We did everything we could to help Kamala,
We know. We know.
and it wasn't enough. Y'all. Look, the best thing Ben Shapiro said was, the Dems' messaging is horrible. They hate men. They're very anti-men.
Yeah.
They destroy everything masculine, and they make it seem like men and women are enemies. I mean, and that's just not a winning recipe. Every advocate for Kamala was someone elite speaking down to people, saying vote for her because we're all at risk. Da 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 da. Then you have all these other surrogates for Kamala constantly insulting and demeaning people, calling them dumb, calling them names, calling them labels and stuff. I just want all you guys to know you all contributed to this L. This was a complete group L.
They were ready for it.
All the women on TV, all the anchors on TV, everyone that did all this gaslighting and crap talking and fear mongering, y'all all contributed to this L. So, yes, enjoy this L. Let it hurt. Let it
It's a
burn.
bad
That's what
game.
you get.
When they brought out Obama,
What was the number
bro,
one thing they ran off?
Fear.
The abortion thing. But abortion is going to be left to the states. It's going to be left
abortion
as
is why it is how it is under y'all administration.
So
It's gonna
the
stay like
one
that.
thing that y'all argued about the most,
It's wrong.
You couldn't have changed, and we're not going to change.
It's wrong. So,
So
yeah,
you were just
yeah,
hooping
man.
and hollering about
Hey,
that.
man.
He was in office to do it too.
Look,
Exactly.
They still got the time to do it right now.
Do it right now.
Look,
All right,
I don't see no Democrat doing nothing no time soon, man. Y'all better go get Denzel Washington. I know he probably a Republican.
No, I
though,
think
you know?
he is.
Yeah, I
That's
think
why he
is.
said he won't
But,
be in the Disney movies no more.
I know.
We're too woke.
You know, but y'all better get
Remember-
somebody like that.
You remember what we seen when he gave the speech? He said, if you watch the news, then you're misinformed. And
So
if
he
you don't
know.
watch the news, you're he said
You're
something.
uninformed.
Yeah, you're uninformed. That's what it was.
That's living proof right now. That
He know they got an agenda and they lying to people. He know it.